Yo, what's poppin' Poké Pals? Rare TCG coming at you with a brand new video. Today we are taking a look at Krookodile EX, who came out in the recent set of Chaos Rising. I have not seen anybody showcase this thing, and I was just like, well, why not? It has a pretty interesting second attack. Before we go over the second attack, let's go over the first attack, which is one of our objectives for today, as you guys can see in the top left corner of the screen. Our first attack is Corner. It does 80 damage, and during your opponent's next turn, the defending Pokemon can't retreat. So it's pretty much like Sob on Wellspring Ogerpon, or Corner also on the Maractus card, which I don't remember if it rotated out or not. I haven't seen Maractus in a while, so I'm going to assume it rotated out, but I could be wrong. But that's not what we're really here for. I mean, we're here for it for the first objective, but we'll get into that later. We're really here for the Strong Bite, his second attack. For 2 darkness and 1 colorless energy, you do 140, which is not great. However, if this Pokemon has a Pokemon Tool card attached to it, this attack does 140 more damage, so 280 damage. We can then combine that with Pecharunt EX, since Krookodile is a dark type, poison him, getting him into the active position, combine that with Binding Mochi, and now we're swinging for 320 damage for 3 energy, which actually is not that difficult to power up, with the help of Janine's Secret Art, as well as Toxtricity and Sinister Surge ability. So Krookodile has a lot of support going for it. Now, you guys might have noticed that the Sandile and the Krokorok that I'm using, are both from the Black Bolt set. And the reason why I did that is for 2 reasons. One, they're full arts, and you guys know me and my bling. I love my bling. But that's not the real reason. The real reason is because of the Tighten Up attack. Both Sandile and Krokorok have the Tighten Up attack. Krokorok's being better because he's the evolved form, but basically what they say is you do 40 damage, and then you discard 2 cards from your opponent's hand. So that's pretty good. Like, you could do some disruption too with Krokorok, and I've actually considered using Relicanth with this deck, so that way if we don't get the KO, we can be a little disruptive, and I mean, it could work, so maybe I might add that into the deck. We'll have to see. But that's pretty much the deck. It's mostly supported by a bunch of dark Pokemon like Krookodile with Pecharunt, Fezandipiti. I added a copy of Munkidori here since we aren't really attaching from hand a lot, but we are playing Dark Energy, and that could really make the difference and help us complete side objective number 2, which is to OHKO a Dragapult. And what I mean by OHKO is they have no damage counter on them, but we have damage counters, so we use Munkidori to ping that damage off of the Krookodile, and then Krookodile swings for Strong Bite. And I'll consider that an OHKO, because unfortunately 320 is literally just 1 HP shy of knocking out Dragapult. So we have to use the Munkidori combo in order to knock them out and clear side objective number 2. Speaking of objectives, for those of you who are new to the channel, have no idea what I'm talking about, and have no idea what these are in the corner over here, we here at Rare TCG, we like to try to complete objectives while we are showcasing a particular card or a particular deck. And for Krookodile's case, both of our objectives have to do with him particularly. Both side objectives, rather, because our main objective is the same as always, is to win a game or 2. The reason why I say or 2 is because if the deck is performing well, I would like to showcase multiple wins so that you guys can see that the deck isn't just a fluke or we got lucky or whatever have you. You know, it actually has some merit to its name. So that's why I try to win multiple games. Typically, what I like to do is I like to get at least 2 wins under my belt. If I can't get 2 wins, then we go into a game 4. And if we still can't get 2 wins, then we go into a game 5, and then we try to get a 3-2 overall score, see if we can win 3 games, or maybe we'll lose 3 games. I don't know. I haven't, played that far yet. So I've done some playtesting, but like I said, I am contemplating adding a Relicanth to this deck. I think that would be a really cool idea, especially if we could get Krokorok up, because we are playing Rare Candies, and I'm not really focused on the Krokorok, but I think it would be a nice little tech to add to the deck. Our ace spec of choice is Unfair Stamp. I didn't really know what other ace specs to use other than Max Belt, but I felt like Unfair Stamp really came in clutch in some instances, especially if Krookodile goes down. Then we just Unfair Stamp them, bring them down to 2, and then honestly, if I added the Relicanth, that would bring them down to a 0-card hand, which actually could work. I don't know, the more I think about it, the more I want to add Relicanth to this deck, but let me stick with the deck list I have for now, and we'll see if we can get a win in the first game. If we do, then maybe I'll add Relicanth, but let's see how many wins we can get in today's video. Alright, here we are in game 1, starting things off with a lone Toxel in the active position, which honestly I'm not disheartened about, because He does have the Call for Family attack, so we can get ourselves 2 basic Pokemon on the bench with the help of Toxel. That's huge for us. And we have Janine in our hand, so if we use our Call for Family, get ourselves 2 Sandiles, we can then Janine Secret Art to get 2 Dark Energies onto my 2 Sandiles that I get off of the Call for Family. So, I mean, we have a gameplay in mind right now, which is great, as my opponent is still setting up their board state and getting things situated. And the big reveal, they have a Clefairy. Interesting. Okay. I got a Janine. Don't really care for that. I don't know if I want to put Fez down just yet. I think I'm going to pass. Also, I see that my OBS is like lagging. I don't know why my computer is running a little slow today. So I was like, whatever. Well, hopefully that doesn't intervene with the recording session. I don't think it should. I'm actually waiting for my friend. He's coming to my apartment to go to the gym with me. We're going to go hit the gym. I was like, you know what? I got a little time. Let me go record a video for you guys because I have been working on this Krookodile deck. And I was like, I want to showcase it to you guys before somebody else gets the jump on me, because sometimes when I post a video like Trust Your Pilot or Shovel Knight or somebody else that's like prominent in the TCG community, they'll post the exact same deck I did. And like, I don't even like collaborate with these people. They just like coincidentally have like the same ideas as I do. And I'm just like, damn it. So I was like, let me get the jump on Krookodile before somebody gets the jump on me. You know what I mean? So that's what we're here for. All right. So my opponent has Itchy Pollen me, which is not great for us. Yeah, no, not great for us. I'm going to put this Fez down just in case something happens to this Toxel. And I'm just going to Call for Family, getting myself the 2 Sandiles. And if he manages to survive this turn, I can Call for Family again to get myself a Munkidori. And I can get myself, I don't know, I guess another Toxel would be good. Yeah, that doesn't sound too bad. And that's the other thing, though. If I do decide to add Relicanth, I am kind of lacking in bench space. So I do need to keep that in mind if I do actually decide to go the Relicanth route. But right now, it's just something I've got brewing in my mind. And thank goodness the first game is a Dragapult deck, because usually when I have like a side objective that has to do with Dragapult, I never run into a Dragapult deck. So hopefully we can get this side objective complete. And if I do decide to go the Relicanth route, then I'm going to change side objective number 1 to use my Unfair Stamp and Krokorok combo that I was thinking about during the deck preview. And my opponent is just going to pass. They didn't even Itchy Pollen, which was interesting. All right, so let's use my Janine. And since these Sandiles are not in the active position, they actually won't get poisoned. So that's, and they're just going to concede. Okay, we won't count that as a win, but we'll take that, I guess. All right, here we are in game 2, and I am not a fan of this hand like at all. This is horrible. I've played 4 Buddy-Buddy copies in this deck, and I've never once opened up with Buddy-Buddy while playtesting this deck. I think that's so funny. Even now recording, I haven't opened up with Buddy-Buddy. That's so funny. I do like that I have Munkidori and the Dark Energy, though. That's something I almost never start with. So that's a nice little starting hand. But, I mean, we don't have much else aside from that. What I'd like to do... Oh, they got the Precious Trolley. That's good. Maybe I should make Precious Trolley my ace spec, honestly. Because we do need a lot of bench support with this deck. So, I might just change my ace spec to Trolley. I did like the Unfair Stamp, though. That's a nice little combo with the Krokorok, if you can get it to happen. And it looks like we're going up against Empoleon. Oh, this is strictly Empoleon, not even Steven's Metagross Empoleon. Okay. I honestly feel like Steven's Metagross is the better energy accelerator in Steel decks specifically. Like, Metang is a good energy accelerator if you're using non-Steel Pokemon, but I don't know, I just feel like he's better in that regard. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to Cyrano. I'm going to thin my deck and get Fez. Because with Fez, if this Munkidori happens to go down, I can then flip the script. So we're in a bit of a bind right now with this hand. Not a big fan of it. As they're going to Metallic Signal, getting themselves 2 more Metangs. So they have all 4 Metangs. And now if they don't have a rare candy, they can't get Empoleon with Metallic Signal. I mean, they can get Empoleon with Metallic Signal, but they can't, like, get Prinplup is what I meant to say. Because Prinplup's a water type. We got a Transceiver. Okay, getting themselves Petrel. Have they played a support? They have not, so there's their Petrel. And that's gonna get them probably a Poké Pad for the Prinplup. Would make the most sense to me, but right now they're searching their deck. They get themselves Boss's Orders from the Petrel. Interesting. I mean, I would have went for an item, like a Poké Pad, so they could have got Prinplup this turn, and then Metallic Signaled for Empoleon next turn. But no, I guess they're going straight for Genesect. They're going down the Genesect route. Okay. I'm here for it. Not mad at it. But now my Munkidori is going to go down, and that's exactly why we got the Fez here, because if not, we would have been in quite a pickle. Alright, so now they have their Genesect and their Piplup completely energized. And they're going to swing here, taking out my Munkidori. No! Poor Munkidori. Alright, I'm going to put Fez in the active. And can I get something off this top deck? I get a Lillie. It's not terrible, but I like to see what I get before. Jeez Louise. Okay, now, we're do the Lillie. Ooh, okay. We got Unfair Stamp. Got an Energy. I got the Binding Mochi. We could Unfair Stamp them. I've seen worse hands, honestly. I would have went down the Sandile route and tightened up, but because their Genesect is powered up, I don't want to do that. So I think I'm just gonna pass. And like I said, they can't evolve straight into Empoleon without a rare candy, so hopefully that Unfair Stamp really put them behind on that. Although they are using Metallic Signal. Oh no! Oh, interesting. So they just go into Metang to make the energy cost, and then they evolve it into Metagross so that they have another attacker. Okay, that's a unique way of playing Metang. I never thought of that. That's really cool. Well, since I'm looking at Metagross, that leads me to today's question of the day. Today's question of the day for you guys is, what is your favorite pseudo-legendary? Mine personally is Salamence. That is my favorite pseudo-legend. I love his design. I think it is the best pseudo-legendary design. And this does 220, doesn't it? I think the Metagross does 220 if you discard 2 Steel Energies. Okay, I like the synergy they have with this deck. Right? You do... Oh no, they do 300. Wow! That's crazy! And unfortunately for us, we don't really have a rare candy or anything to get us rolling here. I am going to promote the Toxel. Okay, we got a Krokorok. I'm going to evolve this guy just in case I do get myself a rare candy. Krookodile. I got a couple of those things, but not what I needed. Let's put this onto you. Let's Poké Pad to get myself Toxtricity. We're going to energize the Sandile here. Like so. I'm going to do one of these. Let's get into the Toxel, so we can start digging for Toxtricity. You have a 2 retreat cost, that doesn't help me. I guess we'll just ping the damage off of ourselves onto Piplup. And unfortunately, I just gotta let Toxtricity go down here, unfortunately. And then next turn, I can bring in Krookodile with the help of a rare candy from Petrel. But I still need at least one more energy. So maybe it wasn't smart that I put the energy on Munkidori just yet. Probably should have saved it. This deck that I'm going up against is flawless right now. They're moving and grooving. I mean, we had a pretty terrible start, but their setting up hand was unmatched. Alright, they are going to swing into me, not discarding the energy, because they didn't need to. They got themselves another boss's orders with the help of Petrel. Let's bring in Toxel. Hopefully I get myself an energy here. Be nice. No, we get Cyrano. I don't need you. I'm gonna get this rare candy, though. I'm going to evolve. And evolve. And unfortunately, I can only use my first attack. I'm just gonna 120 and keep this guy trapped in the active, but he's not really useless. He's actually pretty scary, because he could one-shot me right now, and that's gonna be the game. Yeah, damn, this was a tough match. I'm gonna be completely honest with you, this was rough, dude. I really like the synergy of their deck, though. I can't even hate on this. This was a phenomenal deck. And their starting hand, I mean, everything just went flawlessly for them, so kudos to my opponent. Alright, here we are in Game 3. These games have been going fairly quick. And we actually have a fairly good starting hand this time around. Got ourselves a Buddy-Buddy. We got ourselves Munkidori in the active with a Dark Energy, which is nice for us. So we can get ourselves Sandile and Toxel. We have another energy for Sandile next turn. Although, I might not put this onto Munkidori just yet. Oh, and we just got the Poké Pad. That's going to go great for finding Toxtricity. Oh my god, this is... Okay, now we have a good starting hand. Here we go. I'm going to put that there. Only because if I can't find myself Pecharunt, then I can't get Sandile in the active position, and Munkidori is just going to be sitting there with one of the energies that I could have put on Sandile. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to do that. Also, in between games, I switched my A-Spec from the Unfair Stamp to the Precious Trolley. I felt like it was a necessity based on how terrible it's been to set up my board state. And also, I really like that full art. That's kind of cute. I like that. Roto Stick gets them 2 more supporters. Alright, so this is just like your standard Team Rocket's deck with the supporters and all that. Alright, let's get myself Toxtricity. And that is going to completely set up my Sandile here. Love that for me. I just had a bad idea, and I'm gonna roll with it. If I can find myself Pecharunt off of this Lillie's, I got it with the Ultra Ball. Let's get rid of you and you. I don't like getting rid of you, and I guess you. Get me Pecharunt. Now I can bring in my Krokorok. And I could get rid of some cards in their hand, while also dealing 40 damage. Do we get rid of supporters? Oh, they have to pick. Okay, that's fine. Hopefully they get rid of some supporters. Oh, they got rid of a Petrel. Not exactly great, but I mean, we'll take that. Okay, they got Haunch Crow. Hopefully they don't have a way to get Oregon out of the active position, and then we could just boss the Haunch Crow up next turn. That'd be nice. Alright, they got the Giovanni. Okay. But they also have to get Krokorok out of the active, so that's kind of why I put him there. That's fine. I'll take that. Rocket Feathers. We're going to discard some cards from their hand. See, this is where I would have loved Relicanth, honestly. But we don't have them in this deck yet. I think I might have to add them. The more I think about it, it's like the more I want to add them. Okay, we've got a Buddy-Buddy. That's good. So we can get ourselves another Sandile. Start powering him up. We're going to move this damage off of my Krookodile, because we don't even have to poison him in this game. We can just take him out naturally, without any damage buffs. How many energies in the discard? None. Okay, so we just have a bunch of energies that are just not here. I'm going to flip the script. Okay, got Krokorok for next turn. That's cool. And let's just do 140. Taking him out. Cool. So we are in a pretty strong position right now. It all depends on what my opponent still has in their hand. If they still have an Ariana, which I'm pretty sure they do. They got Team Rocket's Factory. Oh, there's the Transceiver. That'll get them Ariana. That's a... No, that got them nothing? Oh, no, they just wanted to burn their hand. Okay, got it. I understand. I understand it now. Oh, I don't like that. That's a terrible hand for us. They still need to find themselves Honchkrow and a Rocket Energy. If they can't find those two things... Okay, there's the Honchkrow. Do they have the Rocket Energy or an Ignition Energy, though? That is the million-dollar question. Nope. Cool. And that is going to offset the prizing for them. And put us... Oh, I can ping this damage onto Porygon and take him out. There we go. We're taking 2 prize cards this turn. That works. Hold on, before I forget. Let's add an energy to Sandile. There we go. And now you're gone. I'm just going to corner you. You're not going to get trapped in because you're getting knocked out, but still. Oh, you can't even be trapped in because of Articuno. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Nice. Alright, we are in a very strong position right now. Now they got the Ignition Energy. Oh, I know they're mad. Okay, they got Ariana. They got Team Rocket Factory. How many supporters could they possibly have left? 1, 2, 3, 4. A lot. A lot is the short answer. And the headset. So that's another 2 right there. So that's another 120 damage. Yeah, I think Krookodile's going down here. Damn. I really need a rare candy right now. I haven't used one yet. He's not going down. Never mind. Okay. And we could ping this damage off of him and put it onto Porygon. Nope, they're just going to concede. Beautiful. Okay, that was a pretty solid showcasing for a Game 3. Let's move into a Game 4. Game 4, starting things off with a Sandile and a Munkidori. We have Pech on the bench, ready to go. Ooh, we have Petrel too. That can get me my Precious Trolley. Okay, I see a Dratini in the active. Not a fan of that. I'm attaching my Binding Mochi here. I'm going to put down my Pech. And I'm just going to pass. I'm going to Lillie's next turn. I don't think it makes any sense for me to Petrel. I mean, I could get the Precious Trolley, but I still need an energy. I need Krokorok. Like, I need things. You know what I mean? So I think it's most advantageous for me to use Lillie here. Okay, this is just your standard Mega Dragonite deck. Got it. Okay. That's so funny. I never run into Mega Dragonite, and now 2 videos in a row, I've run into Mega Dragonite, because I ran into Mega Dragonite on my Tauros video. Okay. I mean, I'm here for it. I'm not gonna say no. What do we got here? Another Dark Energy. That's good. I could... No, let me Lillie. I was gonna say I could Poké Pad and guarantee the Krokorok. Okay, well, that's not bad. That gets me 2 Toxels. I got the Krokorok with the Poké Pad, and I could save the Ultra Ball for the Krookodile next turn. And now we're just going to discard 2 energies from them. Not energies, 2 cards from their hand. And put some pressure on the Dratini. You'll love that. Okay, that was good. Got rid of an Ultra Ball and an Electric. That's pretty big. And we'll see where that goes. Oh, they had another Electric anyway. Okay. Alright, so they Ultra Ball to get themselves a Dragonair. But now the problem is I could literally just Ultra Ball myself here. Getting rid of these guys. Getting myself Krookodile. And I could just take out the Dragonair, and they're just kind of helpless at this point. Let's Lillies for a whole new hand. Get myself an energy. Love that. And we're just going to swing for 280. Because we have the Binding Mochi attached. Even though I'm not poisoned, I still do the extra damage, which is nice. And we get ourselves a Fez. And I think I smell a concession here. The only saving grace they have is that they have Tatsugiri in play. They could bring him up and then attract customers and try to get themselves out of this position with like a Lily's Determination or something. But that's about all they can do at this point. Nope, they're just going to judge me. Okay. Fair play, fair play. That got me a Krookodile, and okay, actually, this was a better hand than I had before. Thank you so much. I will absolutely take this. Okay, so they are going to attach the air balloon and retreat. And actually, I have the rare candy. I'm not even going to play around here. I'm going to get myself a Toxtricity. I'm going to use said Toxtricity to attach to my Krookodile here. Bada bing, bada boom. And we're just going to swing into you doing the corner attack, taking out the Dynamo. Yeah, so we have a very aggressive lead, and we're just rolling with it. I'm actually surprised that my opponent is sticking it out this long. Kudos to them for staying with this matchup. Alright, so my opponent is starting to build some steam as they use their Lilies to get themselves a whole new hand. They use their Electric's ability to attach an energy to their Dratini that they've put down on the field, and they manually attach the water energy to it. So they got some steam building over there. Watch me just top deck a boss's orders and just ruin their whole day. I would feel so bad if I actually did that, honestly. Because I know how this is, how that feels. To be in such a predicament where you feel like you got yourself out and then your opponent just goes, nah, Uno reverse card, and then you're back to square one, you know? That's like the worst feeling ever. And I would hate to do that to this guy. But, I mean, I gotta do what I gotta do to get a win. And they're just gonna pass it to me, and we top deck a Toxtricity. Okay. Not cool. But, I mean, it gets us... No, it doesn't get us anything, actually. I'm gonna Cyrano here, just to get all these EXs out of the deck and thin the deck a little bit. And then I'm just gonna swing doing 80, knocking out the Tatsugiri. And now I just have to hope that they don't have Dragonite and a rare candy in their hand, because that would really put a damper on my whole game plan here. Because Dragonite can one-shot Krookodile, because he's just a beast like that. So I do need to be careful of that. And my opponent is just going to concede. Alright, another win for us. Let's move into a game 4. I know I said move into a game 4, but what I meant to say was game 5. And here we are in game 5 with a Sandile in the active position and a Buddy-Buddy for once. So finally, I'm getting myself something rolling here. That last game was phenomenal, the way we were able to just get completely set up and move the way that we did. Alright, what do we got here? Cyrano. Let's get myself another Sandile and a Toxel. So we have Toxtricity in the hand. And honestly, I might just go for the Sandile on the bench. For a couple reasons. One, Toxtricity only powers up the bench. You can't attach to... Oh my god. Rushing hand. Please flip tails. Thank you. As I was saying, Toxtricity only accelerates energy to the bench, so he wouldn't help this Sandile anyway. And the other thing is, if this Sandile happens to go down this turn, which it doesn't look like he will, then I can use Cyrano to get myself Fezandipiti and flip the script and then really get this rolling. Actually, it wouldn't even matter. Nope, they're just going to Itchy Palm. Okay, that's fine, but they did have to waste a fire energy, and I like that. I like that for me. So it looks like we are not going to be able to use the rare candy for a little bit. Because they're just going to do that. And we're weak to grass, yeah, so unfortunate for us. I get a Binding Mochi. And you know something? This is what I'm going to do. This is exactly what I'm going to do. Let's do this. Let's attach this to you. Let's attach this to you. Let's pet here. Let's thin their hand by 1 card while also knocking out the Badoo and accelerating to this guy. So in the end, I got those 2 energies. Nice. And we're just going to take out the Badoo while also tightening up their hand. Love that. What do you decide to get rid of? A fire energy. Okay, they're being very frivolous with their energies right now. And also my Fezandipiti was prized, so I couldn't even get him. So thank God I got him off the prizing. We'd love that for me. And side objective number 2 is now officially in play, because we are going up against a Dragapult. I need to be leery of what I decide to do here, because I could very easily complete side objective number 2. I just need to get myself Munkidori and a rare candy, which could be a possibility if this Sandile goes down and I can flip the script. Well, he doesn't go down, but that was good for us. I got a Night Stretcher, which I can't use right now. So I'm just going to continue to tighten up. And do I want to attach to the Sand? No, I think I'm just going to use the Sandile as death fodder at this point. So let's just tighten up for 100. Hitting for weakness, and with the Binding Mochi. What do they decide to get rid of? That's the $1,000,000 question. They get rid of an Ultra Ball. Okay. So hopefully this is slowing them down, even if it's a little bit. I mean, 1 card doesn't really make a big difference. If it was a Krokorok and it was 2 cards, that would make a huge difference, but 1 card doesn't really do all that much, especially when... And there's the Crushing Hammer. Come on, dude. And he gets heads. Okay. He might just take it off of the active, I was going to say. Because he sees that as the bigger threat at this point. Oh no. They got the Adrenabrain. They're going to take out my bench Sandile. No! Oh, that's really bad. I don't think they have a way to retreat. No, they're... Oh, okay. Now we're in a pickle. Oh, now you show up. Of course you do. Fez is not going to work here, is he? Oh, he is. Okay, good. I never know when Fez is active. Okay. That gets me Krookodile. Problem becomes, I can't attack. Unless I retreat this guy, which is something I can't do. I definitely want the Krookodile. I definitely do, because I need the extra HP. Especially if Dragapult comes in. I'm going to attach this to Munkidori, because I feel like this is my only opportunity to do so. And we're just going to move this damage back onto you. And then, I think we do this to get my Sandile back. And then we put the Sandile in. We Toxtricity. Start getting this guy set up. Okay. It didn't feel like the best play, but it was the play I had at the moment. So, I will go with that. Wasn't the best play, but it was the play. They're gonna boss up my Fez. They're taking a 3-prize turn right now. That sucks. Yeah. However, side objective number 2 could come in right now. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna Munkidori. We just need 1 energy. That's a Precious Trolley. That's not an energy, but I will take that. Because that's gonna get me another Munkidori and a Sandile. I'm going to attach, with the help of Sinister Surge, onto the Krookodile. I am then going to Lillie's. I just need 1 energy. 1 energy. Yes! Let's go. Side object number 2 is clear, baby. We're going to bring in the Krookodile. Oh, we one-shot him even without Munkidori. I thought Dragapult had 330. Whatever. We don't need it. Still going to move it, though. Get him out of here. Take him out. One-shotting the Dragapult. Oh, you love to see it. Bye, Dragapult. Nice. All right. The only way that they can win right now is if they get themselves a Fire Energy, a Dragapult, and a Boss's Orders, and they boss up my Pecharunt. That is their only win condition right now. My win condition is if they don't succeed in getting that little combination, I could attach a Dark Energy to my Munkidori with the help of Petrel getting me a Night Stretcher. And then I could ping the damage onto this Munkidori from my Krookodile, knock out this Dracloak, unless he becomes a Dragapult. Then if he becomes Dragapult, then that's my win condition. That's even better. But this Munkidori is definitely going down next turn. So all I need is one Dark Energy, which I could very easily obtain. Okay, they judge me, which I'm not a fan of, but that gets me a Krokorok, which could help. And they Crushing Hammered, I forgot to tell you. They Crushing Hammered off my Munkidori, so now I can't take out their Munkidori next turn. Oh, and they just got another energy on Munkidori. Okay, you'll love that. Okay, you know, Dragapult just always has it like that, huh? God. So annoying when they do things like that. All right, well, they're gonna put damage onto my Sandile. Oh, they're gonna go into Yveltal. Yep. Okay. That's fine, I guess. There's a Poké Pad. Okay, let's put the Krokorok down. I don't want to start putting more stuff on him because that Munkidori could very easily just knock us out. And there's not really much else I want here. So I think I'm just going to Lillies. I need energy, I need... Okay, that helps immensely. That gets me all of my energy back. Love that for me. And I guess we'll just swing for 120, because why not? Boom. This is still anybody's game. This is still a close match. There's a Rare Candy. It's too late, though, because I already have the Krokorok. Got the boss, though. That's nice. And the fact that they've promoted this Munkidori tells me that they don't have anything. That's really good for us. Have I seen their A-Spec? I have not. So that tells me that their A-Spec is Neo Upper Energy. They're banking on Neo Upper and Dragapult right now. That's exactly what they want. And Krokorok's gonna go down here, unfortunately. Yeah, they're just gonna Adrenabrain all this off of their Munkidori onto my Krokorok. That's unfortunate. So now all they have to do is take one more prize. One prize is all it takes. Okay, they're gonna Recon, flip them, do their thing, and hopefully they don't get themselves Dragapult. Okay, that's huge. They just crispened and they only got themselves a Psychic Energy, which tells me they're probably out of energy. That's huge if that's true. So here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna boss up the Dracloak that has the energy. That sounds like the best play to me right now. We're just gonna take them out for 120. Nice. They can't move any more damage because they have no damage left to move. And that might have solidified the win. Let's see. Oh, they got themselves a Psychic Energy and they're gonna confuse me, but that's fine. Because I could just... yeah, that is fine. You have one retreat. Guess what? Put that on you. Bring you in. And then manually retreat. So, good try, buddy, but GG's. Wow, we beat Dragapult. That's crazy. You'll love to see it. You'll love to see it. Let's go. We take that any day. Alright, that is going to do it for my Krookodile deck for today. Unfortunately, we failed side objective number 1, but I wasn't really too keen on side objective number 1. Definitely give Krookodile EX a try. He's a lot of fun. He has a lot of support behind him being a dark type. So he has the Fezandipiti to help him out. He has Pecharunt. He has Munkidori. He has Toxtricity. like I've been saying, you could add Relicanth to this deck and Memory Dive with the help of Krokorok. And I mean, you could add a couple Zerosics and really mess up your opponent. You could add the Unfair Stamp. I mean, there's a lot of potential here. Because the original Krookodile that came out in the Black Bolt and White Flare set, no, not him, he also has the Tighten Up, which does 60, 20 more damage. But he does the exact same thing. You just discard cards out of their hand. But he's only 170 HP. This one is almost double that. So you could even make him tanky. You could give him a Hero's Cape, make him a little more tanky. You could add some healing options. He's got a lot of potential. He really does, especially if you pair him with this Krokorok and this Sandile with the Relicanth. I feel like that would be a really cool play. But I wanted this to be more of a showcasing of what Krookodile can do damage-wise, not so much from the Krokorok's perspective. Maybe I'll revisit him one day, looking at it from the Krokorok's perspective with the Relicanth, but I really like this Strong Bite attack, and that's really what I want to focus on. And I love that it one-shot Dragapult, so it really got our second side objective complete, because everybody in my comment section hates Dragapult. I hate Dragapult. We all hate Dragapult, so it's nice to see Dragapult get one-shot by something. But yeah, if you guys liked the video and you liked Krookodile EX, don't forget to give this video a like. If you want to see more crazy and wacky decks by me, Rare TCG, don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget to answer the question of the day, which is, what is your favorite pseudo-legendary? I am curious to know. We had some really fun games today. We had some very intense games. I mean, this showcasing was just all over the place today, but I loved it. I loved every minute of it, and I can't say I am disappointed by it at all. I think Krookodile EX is a slept-on EX and should definitely be tried. I mean, he's got potential with the Strong Bite. He's got potential with Relicanth. He's got options. So maybe I will revisit him again. Who knows? But until then, I love you guys. Thank you all so much for watching the video. Thank you guys so much for the love and support that you give this channel every day. It really does mean the world to me, and it is the sole reason that I continue to update this channel and continuously upload the channel to the channel. But I'm done yapping. I love you guys. This has been your boy Rare TCG, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace!